Is that really necessary?
It is right now, okay?
His hands are both out.
Don't touch for me.
Don't you have like a taser or something you could use before you use that?
For me. We'll be okay.
You're telling me to relax, but you have a gun.
Gun off me, bro.
Relax. You're gonna be okay is something we should be hearing from our best friend when we're at the top of the drop tower at Six Flags. I can say based on experience that this situation skipped right from nothing to escalation. My husband and I were driving in the city in a neighborhood with an active nightlife. We were seated in the same seats as these two. I got pulled over because my license plate frame was covering up my registration on my plate. I said to the lady cop on my side, I can fix that right now if you want. And my husband got the idea to bend down to pick up a wrench, which was on the passenger floorboard. The male cop came over toward his window. I think he started gesturing. He was reaching toward his holster, but I told my husband to keep his hands in sight. And then I don't recall anything beyond me collecting my ticket and us driving off within like 5 to 10 minutes. It was a stupid quota measure they took to make revenue, known as a pretext traffic stop in a busy part of the city, but that male cop de-escalated himself before something bad happened. I think that was because my husband's white. Here there's a man of color in the daytime, in the passenger seat with his hands up, and somehow that requires a gun aiming at his crotch and head. Guilty until proven innocent.
My backup to be here and we'll deal
Backup for what?
I don't appreciate you sticking your hands underneath
You
the
asked
gun.
us for registration,
You can see
bro.
whatever's on my floor. There's nothing on my floor that he reached for.
Do you not want the paperwork?
Okay? I'm done talking to you at this point. Just
Why?
listen to my
Why?
instructions. Keep your hands out and don't reach for anything, okay?
I'm not reaching for nothing. Strong scud. Remember that.
Relax. We'll be all right.
I'm relaxed, but I'm trying to understand why you're doing all this right now. Ain't nobody trying to hurt you. I'm trying to get in the place so I can go to work. That's it. No problems, no officer, no nothing. So like,
The cop's high enough above the car that he could see nothing's on the floor. The window's down, but he's aiming a loaded weapon at an unarmed passenger, waiting for backup, and he won't explain himself. This is a pretext traffic stop, but I think it's turned investigatory toward the passenger, and it's totally normal among cops to do this. The cop won't admit he's just as afraid as they are, and his guns sang the quiet part out loud. More than likely, he prejudged the couple before he even walked to their window. He's chosen who's most important to protect in a likely nonviolent situation. He expects there to be a person of color in the car, potentially with a gun. Cops have been killed this way before. Not as much as black drivers, but yes, it's happened. Maybe he's in a shady neighborhood. That's part of what led to the killing of Dante Wright last year. He was driving in an area already pegged as a higher crime area, so he was already being profiled before he was even seen. That could be the case with this cop's escalation. He pulled 2 people over in an area that sees more crime. Has nothing to do with those people. They might be cutting through the area to avoid traffic or get somewhere more quickly, but the cop's already preparing for the worst. Shoot them before they shoot you. Research has shown that about 11% of deadly police shootings are related to traffic stops, and over 25% of fatal shootings against unarmed black men and women were connected to traffic stops. We need more cops training for non-escalation over de-escalation, giving a benefit of the doubt with non-violent traffic violations, or we're going to have to explain away some completely avoidable tragedies.